Hello, Christina Resso. Thanks for tuning into this broadcast. Happy Monday to each and every one of you, and hope you all are doing well. So, I don't know if you all remember a commentator way back. I think he was started in the '90s, but I really didn't discover him until like the early 2000s, early mid 2000s, when I became conservative. By a man by the name of Michael Savage. That's what he calls himself, but his real name is Michael Weiner. And so he saw this leak or some type of post from Candace Owens, and he pretty much lashed out that her tongue is going to get a lot of Jews killed, and how he does not need her, which he doesn't. Um, she really can't hold a light to his experience. This guy's been on the radio for a long time. He's written 25 books or so, and he has a doctorate. So, I mean, compared to she came out of nowhere as a college dropout with over 100 grand in debt, I'm sure she paid that off with the money she's making now. And that's great. God bless her for that. But for her to sit up, I don't even know, she may not even know he's Jewish. But he, in so many words, he erupts. If you want to see the video, you can easily find it. Just type Michael Savage on Candace. But this is from J Feed. I think I'm also going to show this or share this tomorrow on my radio show. So it says the blistering radio rant that sent shockwaves through right-wing media. Legendary conservative host Michael Savage unleashed a torrent of fury against Candace Owens, branding her modern-day Louis Farrakhan, whose inflammatory rhetoric could spark deadly violence against the Jews. The 82-year-old, a Jewish migrant son who built decades-long empire railing against the left, didn't mince his words. "You're going to get Jews killed," he bellowed, his voice cracking with raw emotion during Wednesday episode of The Savage Nation. Now he did this. This was off like one of his regular when he's on, like, because I used to listen to him 560 WYND at 5 o'clock in Chicago. So, and I think he comes on around the same time, but he's on Newsmax now, and he also does YouTube videos, and that's where this comes from. So she's really playing with the big leads with him, and hopefully after seeing the video clip that she leaves him alone. Savage, whose show has been syndicated stable since the 1990s and boasts millions of listeners, turned his trademark unfiltered error on Owens, the firebrand podcaster from the Daily Wire, amid anti-Semitism accusations. It went a little bit before that. I heard it even started with Turning Point USA. That's why Charlie and them had to let her go, and I think they haven't spoken since 2015. Well, they can't speak now because you know what happened to Mr. Kirk. But yeah, and then she, like around the time she was engaged, she brought up Adolf Hitler, and someone recorded that and exposed her in a courtroom. And Jesse Waters, when he interviewed her, just flat out said, "You know what? Do not use Hitler anymore." And now that she's a professing Catholic, and I believe they're one of those churches that believes in replacement theology, that they're the new Israel, which couldn't be further from the truth. So I don't know, excuse me, what she has personally. She has, she's admitted that Christ wasn't Jewish or isn't Jewish. Israel is an evil state. I mean, this woman just goes off the rail. So the story continues, but this wasn't just another takedown, it was personal, drawing parallels to the Nation of Islam's notorious leader. Savage accused Owens of peddling conspiracies that echo Farrakhan's hate-filled sermons, luring in a toxic underbelly of followers desperate for scapegoats. Candace is attracting unwashed losers who are seeking to blame Jews for every problem in their life, which they do. That's how World War II and Nazi Germany started. Okay, the stock market crash is the Jews' fault. There's too much violence on television. It's the Jews' fault. Um, obesity exists. It's the Jews. So, yeah, and for some absent-minded person, just like this psychopath attacked that Israeli couple a few months ago when he had his whole life ahead of him. I think he was in his late 20s. But deranged, same lunatic psychopath that that murdered Charlie Kirk. These people listen to this and it just gets to their head. Like, okay, I gotta get rid of it. I gotta erase this. So, in so many other words, he said, "You're going to get Jews killed outside of synagogues. F all you anti-Semitic bastards." Savage spat at Carlson as well, his words hanging like a thunder cap in the studio. Yeah, because, again, people are just going to click. And then now Candace is talking about the Jews may have been behind Charlie Kirk's birth and death, and he was going toward Roman Catholicism, which couldn't be further from the truth. Now, I believe his wife is, but he isn't. And he explained why that the knowledge of Mary being sinless and something else he mentioned. So he wasn't attracted. I mean, he loved him, but he's not attracted or had any intentions of becoming Catholic at all. So Jessica, she's gonna still make more lies. So I did get her book. I thought she was someone that would be interesting because not too many young, especially black conservatives, because in black America, in addition to being told, like the lie about Santa Claus, that the white boogeyman is out to get you and he's to blame for all your failures, we are told we must vote Democrat, otherwise you're a social outcast. So it was good to see in a collective of other conservatives during the Trump administration. I even bought her book Blackout, but now it's time that actually needs to be burned. But it's that may be too dangerous, so I may have to toss it sometime soon if I come across it. So let's see what else here. Savage, whose family fled pogroms in Eastern Europe, sees red flags everywhere in the narrative. He said her rhetoric and conspiracies are going to get Jews killed, he warned, invoking the ghost of history where words turn to window smashing and worse. It's a charge that resonated in the Jewish conservative circles, where Owens' post Daily Wire era, marked by the rants on blood libels, gangster rap as a Fred psyop, and shout-outs to white nationalist Nick Fuentes, has alienated even former fans. John Hawkins, former founder of Right Wing News, echoed the sentiment earlier this week, wondering aloud who's bankrolling her nonsense to divide the right. Yeah, if you all get a chance to see that her interview with Nick Fuentes as well. He even called her name too. So apparently he saw right through her. Nick Fuentes, I believe he's a Holocaust denier altogether. Um, I believe he still lives in Chicago, and he's had his life threatened too. Been kicked off a lot of social media stuff as well. I no longer want anything to do with them. Speaking of Owens and Carlson, yeah, Savage is not going to waste his time, or neither would I. But Savage is not going to waste his time talking to them because the way his temper is, the way he used to shout at liberals, they'll get their feelings hurt. And all they can do, that sour look on Carlson's face when he's listening to people, back when, he was with Fox. And I'm wondering, is that if that's why he was let go. Because they were easily some things that he was saying about Israel. Oh, well, there are black people that are married to whites, and yet a lot of them don't like white people. I've had conversations with non-black blacks too, and what's called all kind of misogynist names. After a decent 20-minute conversation. So yes, just because someone says like and want to be friends, if that even means anything, doesn't mean they actually like you. Christina Resso, thanks for listening. Pray for our nation and our brothers and sisters under the persecuted church. And as always, may the Lord bless you, keep you, and may his light shine upon you, that all may be saved under his atonement and finished blood on the cross, rose on the third day, and sits at the right hand of the Father. For it's his permissive will that all may be saved. Thanks for listening.